Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm reviewing the MUCAR BT200MAX, and I was kind of excited to review this OBD2 Bluetooth scanner because it has two features that were really interesting to me. Now, first I want to say that this is a bidirectional scanner, so it does do active testing. So it's kind of definitely a mid-range type of a scanner. It does full system diagnostics, has 15 maintenance functions, and that's all great. But the two features that I was really interested in were, one, it's supposed to work with other apps besides just the one that it comes with. So you could be able to use it on, using it with Torque, or maybe like Car Scanner Pro or one of these other apps from the App Store. This Bluetooth reader works with other apps as well. So that's going to be pretty cool, so I'll check that out. The other thing is it's supposed to have a feature to where you can leave this plugged into your vehicle and it will not kill the battery. So it's got some sort of battery protection built into it. So that's another great feature. I know a lot of people want to use one of these to maybe track something, and to be able to leave it plugged in and not worry about that. So anyways, those are the two huge features that I'm kind of looking forward to checking on this. Okay, one other thing to mention too is this Bluetooth reader is supposed to work with Android and iOS. I'm testing it with Android. And also want to mention that this was sent out to me free of charge to do a video, so just so you're aware, it's going to be an unbiased video, but this was sent to me free of charge. But anyways, I was excited once I saw those two features to see how it works with some alternative apps. Okay, let's see what was included in the box. Looks like you have some instructions, and it looks like this uses the $Fix app. So that's what I'll kind of run through using, of course, the app that it comes with, this $Fix app, and then but I'll also check it on another random app from like the App Store. Probably pick Torque. I kind of like Torque. I know a lot of people use it, and it kind of gives you that nice visual display. So anyways, we'll kind of put it through its paces and see what it can do, and let's go ahead and get started. And it also came with this nice little case here too, so as you can see, looks kind of good. So I guess we can just keep it in that case in your toolbox or something, or in your glove box, wherever you want it. So okay, let's go ahead and get this plugged in and see how it works. Okay, I got it kind of registered through the app, through that $Fix app and everything, and so I got it set up. It does work on the $Fix app, but first I kind of want to show an alternate app, just that it does work. And here you can see I got on my tablet, I got Torque installed. This is an app I've had for a while, Torque Pro. I think I paid like the extra $5 to get the Pro version. But if you haven't used this app, it's really cool because you can kind of customize the dashboard however you want, multiple screens and different size, icons for basically showing whatever information that's available for your vehicle. So here you can see I have my map, and I just put some random stuff on here. But the cool thing is, it is working on the app. So this isn't their app, this is another app from the store, and it's working just fine. I also want to mention, I also tried it with Car Scanner Pro, or is it Car Scanner? I think I got the Pro version of that one too, but it worked fine. Had no issues getting it to display the data. So it's kind of nice that this Bluetooth scanner can also use other apps in addition to their $Fix app. So anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. So let's jump ahead and go and we'll look at some other stuff. But if you haven't used Torque, see, you can customize different icons, or not icons, I guess these are just little dashlets. Put whatever you want in them that's available, different sizes, move them around on the screen. You see a lot of people kind of have this set up, and they might be monitoring something while they're driving. So anyways, super handy. I just threw on this intake one, and then I can go ahead and move it around. You can kind of customize your screen however you want. Okay, now I'm going to jump into the Fix app. This is the one that kind of came with the tool. I don't think it's owned by MUCAR. I think it's more of a generic app. I haven't used it much, so this will be kind of cool to check out, but I may be a little bit slow finding things just because I'm not as familiar with it. But we'll jump straight into OBD, and here you can see that, okay, it's pulling up. Okay, there you got the VIN, no check engine lights, shows kind of your readiness checks right off the bat. I'll go ahead and just hit enter. And here you can see all the different modes. Okay, so you got your your mode 1, IM readiness, your live data. So we'll just jump into IM readiness real quick and see what it shows. Okay, it shows which monitors are ready and which ones aren't supported, and we saw from that previous screen that we had 8 of them ready. So okay, that's pretty cool. And I think different manufacturers can use this application as well. Okay, let's jump into the live data, see what that looks like. Okay, go ahead and I'll select all. Looks like there's 49 items it can read, so okay. Again, it shows 0 trouble codes. Okay, you can see my load value, you can see the throttle position. Okay, so it does have, live data, which is good too, so we can view that information. So I kind of think what app you use is kind of like, just probably personal preference. And like I mentioned, this is a really nice Bluetooth scanner because it can work on multiple, apps. So it does do the generic ones like Torque and Car Scanner Pro, which is great, and you can use this dollar fix. So the flexibility here is really, really nice. So just scanning through these, and again, of course, you just your typical live data values, and these are great for troubleshooting. And you just a matter of clicking on one of these, and it took you into a graph. So like here's for battery, you can see the battery voltage. I don't know if that shows up good on the screen for you, but there's a little line being drawn there around 14 volts. So yeah, it's got graphing, it's got live data, so that's a good start. Let's see what else this thing can do. Okay, sometimes I like to combine 2 graphs together, like you might want two values. So let's see if that works here. So I'm gonna combine and go ahead and pick a couple here, mass airflow sensor A and mass airflow sensor B. And okay, yep, it's graphing, and you can see both of them showing up on the graph, yellow for A and the orange color for B. So okay, so it does graphing of multiple data points, so this is really good. Anyways, a lot of good information in live data. I did do a separate video just on live data and kind of went over what a lot of these mean, so I'll go ahead and paste that link, I think, in the description or something in case you want to go in and look at that. But okay, I think it's probably best we'll jump out of live data and look at some other stuff. Okay, going back to the main menu, I'll jump into mode 6, onboard monitoring test, and see what that shows. Okay, so here you can see the various tests that it runs. Most of them are saying okay. I'll jump into one. Okay, it looks like it gives me the value and the value range, so that's good. Jump out of this one. And scrolling down, you can see there's quite a few on here that you can look at. So okay, that's good. Let me check something else out. Okay, now I'm back on the main screen. I'm going to click on the maintenance function. Okay, here's all the maintenance functions it does. I mean, it listed, I think it said it does like 15. You can go to the website and see that, but here they are. And it looks like you got to download each function individually, so I didn't do that up front, so I'll have to go back and do that later. I'm going to dashboard, see what it shows. Give it a second to load. Okay, engine RPM. Vehicle speed sensor. Okay, so this kind of reminds me a little bit of like Torque, where it could show you maybe a visual of what's going on or something. So move it around. Maybe you can add multiple ones. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, back to the main menu, and let's try this performance testing. Okay, it looks like it can give you. You can start a test and maybe do some various performance testing. I guess it's probably using your phone too. So okay, that's kind of cool. Go to the malfunction indicator lamp status. Looks like it's doing a scan. Okay, it's telling me that they're off, and it's giving me some other grayed out details there. Okay, jump back out. Let's go into, what's this, alarm management. Okay, overspeed alarm, coolant temperature alarm. Okay, maybe you can set some alarms in this or something to where it's going to alert you when it reaches a certain point. Okay, next we'll go into enhanced diagnostics. And this is where, just like a lot of the other scanners applications, you'll have to probably download each individual make and manufacturer separately. So if you're, like in this case, I'm going to be looking at a Nissan, but if you want to look at Toyota, you probably have to download the Toyota package and everything. So anyways, it's scanning, it found my VIN, so that's good. I'll go to diagnose. Little icons on the side. I don't know I'm not sure what those do. Must be support or something. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on automatically search. We'll see what shows up. Okay, it's got my VIN. Okay, got the car. Okay, let's say confirmed. Looks like there's warning, matches multiple. Okay, so we got, looks like a health report, system scan, system selection, and CAN network diagnosis. We'll start with the top, health report, see what shows up. Okay, looks like it's going ahead and scanning all my modules. I see it. Looks like the body control module found something. I'm not sure about those little icons on the side. They're kind of in the way. Maybe there's a way to remove them, but we'll just leave it for now. So I know that HVAC always takes a while to scan that module on this car, so this is normal. And you can see a bar at the top kind of shows it's 50% done. So this one keep going. And I do want to mention that they say this does work on Apple devices as well as Android, so that's kind of a nice one. I know some of the cheaper Bluetooths I have only work on Android, so it's kind of nice this one will work on both. Okay, looks like there's a failure in the HVAC system too. And it's still going, 58% done. I'll go ahead and speed this one up. Okay, I sped that up, so now it's at 100%. I just kind of edited that out, that wait. It didn't actually take much longer, but okay, so got two faults. Looks like that one's for like the rear tire and a sun load sensor, which I've had these pop up before on other scanners as well for this car. So I'm gonna click into this. Okay, right rear wheel tire pressure sensor cannot be detected, and that sun load sensor I've also had pop up. So that's good. Kind of gives you a little extra information on this. This is actually pretty nice. A lot of times they don't give you this extra detail. So okay, so that's a good feature. And it did scan all those modules, so that was really nice too. So that enhanced diagnostics is good. Okay, oh, you can even zoom in and look around. So okay, this could be super useful. Jump out. Okay, let me jump into the sun load sensor, that B2631. AI analysis, it looks like it says up top, which is interesting. Wonder if it's using AI to actually reach out for this, I'm not sure. But okay. Huh, that's kind of interesting. It says it indicates a problem with the fuel level sensor circuit. I'm not sure how accurate that is, because I thought this was a sun load sensor. So okay, I mean it gives a lot of information, but replace the sensor should be faulty. Okay. Huh, I'll have to look into this more. But it does give you extra information for each one of these codes, which is nice. I kind of wonder about the AI analysis, so mentioning fuel. But anyways, this was part of the HVAC system. So okay, let me jump back out. I'm gonna go ahead and clear these faults, and then I'll check and see later if they come back. So it looks like it's processing the clears. And 75% done. Okay, looks like it just takes a minute. Okay, we'll just let it keep sitting here for another minute. Okay, note your account is logged in from another phone and has been logged out of this device. Oh, I know what happened. Darn it. I had my okay, this is kind of good to see. You can use this on two devices. I had this on my tablet installed and working, and maybe you can only be logged in on one device at a time, and it detected that my tablet is still logged in. So okay, that's good to know. I guess I'll have to re-verify again. It looks like it wants the verification code, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But either way, it's good to know you can have this loaded on two devices at once, but you can probably just have one logged in. So I'm gonna stop the video here. Okay, sorry about that. Back to where we were, main menu. Okay, you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the system scan again. Get this done. And of course, this one took a little bit of time last night, so I'll probably just edit this and speed it up. Okay, I sped that up, we're at 100%. You can see these were all the modules again. You know, your ABS, your ECM, your body control module, SRS. So okay, I'm gonna go into the body control module, and one thing the scanner is supposed to be able to do too is bidirectional actuator stuff. So this is gonna be cool. Hopefully we can see that. Okay, module information just shows me some more details. Jump out of that. You can look at the vault codes. There's none there. I did just clear everything. So okay, let's go ahead and look at the actuator test. So okay, here are the actuators and basically all the devices that I can trigger through this app to you know, to make it do a function. So this can be useful, like maybe you want to your windshield wipers aren't working, so you can trigger to make sure let the ECU trigger to make sure the windshield wipers start up working, and then you know, you can kind of help to verify whether it was a bad switch, like maybe your switch isn't working or if it's not getting the signal. But just playing with the internal buzzer. I'll just do the key, execute, done. There we go. Okay, I'll back out of this, and it looks like it stopped. So, okay, so you can trigger, it is two-way communication. I can actually trigger things from the app itself, so that's pretty cool. And I'll just go ahead and do the seatbelt warning too while I'm here. And there you go. Back out of that one. Okay. So to just kind of go over this, this device is pretty solid. I mean, it's, you know, it does full system diagnostics. I can get in and look at all of those modules. It's got, you know, lifetime free software, 15 maintenance functions, bidirectional testing. You know, we saw the live data. It can do a lot of stuff. And they also mentioned that you can leave it plugged in, and I did go ahead and leave this plugged in for probably at least a week so far, and I'm not having any battery issues. I do see a little light on the reader while it's plugged in, but no issues. So it's got some sort of function where it's going to keep your battery from going dead. I don't know how that kicks in or anything. I'll have to look into more into that, but yeah, so far I've had no issues with this. So anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of going through here looking at more stuff on here, but you know, this app's pretty nice. It looks like it's got all the features I would probably want. It's got a lot of other stuff in this app too as well, like it looks like some community driven stuff to where, I don't know, maybe I could search for problems with my car. I'll have to play around with that more, but to kind of sum up this video, I like the app. The device is really good, and I don't know, this is probably one of my favorite Bluetooth devices now, just because it's so flexible and what I could use it for. You know, I mean, I could use it with Torque if I want to. I could use it with Car Scanner Pro. I could use it with, you know, this Dollar Fix app. So I mean, and that's pretty awesome. So anyways, I give this one 2 thumbs up, definitely. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll probably have some more reviews later as I play around with this thing some more, maybe see what it can do. I'd love to test out some of those maintenance functions and kind of maybe do a video on that. But anyways, if you're still sticking around watching this, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and have a good weekend. Bye.